Hi everyone. So today I wanted to take you through exactly what I include in my STEAM kits for my homeschool classroom. These STEAM kits are a great way to start off a homeschooling morning. They're a great supplement to a morning basket if you do a morning basket routine, or they're a great replacement for a more traditional morning basket. So my son comes down here into the homeschool classroom in the morning. He selects one of the bins and he starts to create, whatever he wants with whatever is inside the bin. It's a good way for him to start to get focused for the school day. It wakes up his brain, but it also provides a lot of fun for him. So, what I wanted to just sort of show you are the items that I've bought either at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. I bought some things from the Target, Dollar Spot, Walmart, and Amazon as well. I wanted to really keep these kits relatively inexpensive. This is actually the reason why I created these STEAM kits to begin with, is that about 4 years ago, I was doing research and I found that there were many businesses that already had these STEAM kits, but they were pre-assembled and they cost hundreds of dollars. And I thought, well, there's got to be a cheaper way. So I've been putting these STEAM kits together, like I said, now for 4 years. Every year I sort them out. I take items out that no longer are relevant or if they've been used up, and I add new items. It keeps it fresh, keeps it new, and it goes along with where my son is at with his learning, ability, where he's at developmentally. One of the things that I did keep in the back of my mind with when I was making these kits are things that I wanted to have my son focus on. He struggles a bit with fine motor skills, so I wanted these kits to incorporate some sort of development of the fine motor skills. This kit right here is a good example of that. I've included some Play-Doh, some colored popsicle sticks, some straws, some pipe cleaners. And so when he plays with this particular kit, he's strengthening his fingers and his wrist and his hand, which works all the fine motor skills, while also trying to create some sort of cool structure or animal, trying to figure out a way to maybe keep all the Play-Doh together by using these straws or popsicle sticks. And so that's just one technique that you might want to keep in the back of your mind, is whatever your child might be struggling with, is, how you can incorporate some extra work on that weakness into your STEAM kits. These kits, the bins that I bought, I did get these off of Amazon. They probably cost about $50 or $60. I don't quite remember because it's been 4 years. I did a quick search just now and I couldn't find the exact bins. So if this is a bit above your budget, I found this really good alternative. I've seen these both at the dollar store and the Target Dollar Spot. And what I like about these is that they're still clear and relatively transparent. So when they're stacked on a shelf, your child can still see pretty clearly what's in each kit. Now, the only downside is that you won't be able to fit quite so many items into a kit this size, but trust me, you can still put plenty of items in here to create smaller STEAM kits that will, still do their job. So these are a great alternative to the kits that I have here, which I bought off of Amazon. They come, just to show you really quickly, they come with lids that just snap shut like that. However, some of the kits have lost this part over the years, so you just sort of make do with what you have there. I don't want to have to spend more money and buy more. These work just perfectly fine. So I'm going to list down below everything that I bought at the dollar store for these kits, or other items that I bought elsewhere, as a way for everybody to reference what I have. But I did just want to show you, some kits have a more artistic focus with these foam balls here, some little creature with toothpicks and some popsicle sticks and some paint, pipe cleaners. Some have more of the engineering focus where, your child will build some sort of structure. I've included two sizes of Legos, which again, goes back to my fine motor skill focus, because, different size Legos strengthens your fingers and hands really well. So that's a good challenge for your hands to work on. Other kits can work more on the science concept of STEAM. So for instance, I had these magnetiles already, so this was not something that I bought specifically for the kits, but instead of just putting the magnetiles in the kit themselves and being done with it, I bought these marbles from the dollar store. And so now my son, when he pulls this kit out, he can create all sorts of structures or mazes and try and figure out, how to get the marbles from the top to the bottom or through the maze, around corners, etc. So that really works, it really addresses the scientific concept of the STEAM project. So, you're addressing speed and velocity, and you're problem solving, and you're making a hypothesis. So some good learning going on right there with that particular kit. I've also added marbles to this kit, which again, they're smaller building blocks, but the concept still is there. If he wants to use the marbles to figure out how to knock them all down, if he wants to play with the dominoes and have the marbles hit the dominoes, he can do that. I found these very random small funnels in my garage. I decided to toss them into the STEAM kit here and just see what my son can come up with. This is an old ribbon roll. Instead of throwing it away, I thought maybe this would be a fun thing to add to a kit. I've added more marbles to these blocks here, and the brand is Dado. Okay, so again, just trying to think, creatively and critically about what sorts of items can go into these STEAM kits. And I guarantee you that you have a lot of these items already in your own house. So you have some toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls, some bubble wrap, some cotton balls, some index cards and pieces of paper, a pair of scissors, a pencil if they need to write anything. These kits, the goal is to leave them as unstructured as possible. I think that that's something very important. It allows my son's creativity to really shine. He can use his imagination to create whatever he really wants. It also allows him to think outside of the box, and to think critically, both of which are really important skills that we work on in our particular homeschool. However, I do know that, some children prefer having a more structured approach, having a clearer idea of what they're supposed to be doing. And if that's the case in your family, I did find some good suggestions online. So I printed out these suggestions, laminated them, and basically connected them to a keychain. And these are just, geometric shapes up there. They can build a bridge, make a car, a train, a slide. You get the idea. A bike, a boat, etc. A house, a church, a castle, a maze, and some others. And so what I've done, in case my son wants to have some sort of direction on what he should do with these STEAM kits, I've attached these to the bookshelf, and they're there if he wants to use them. Most of the time he doesn't use them. He really prefers to just let his imagination come up with something, to create. And that's great if that's the case. And it's great if you prefer having, something a little bit more structured like that. It's whatever, best suits your child. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. It's just a fresh way to incorporate some STEAM concepts into your homeschooling day. So I think that's about it. If you have any questions about any of the items that I've shown you today, definitely let me know and I'll get right back to you. Like I said, I'm going to list down below the items that I did buy and where I bought them from. And you can, take that list and go to the store or look around your house and try and find as many of the items as possible and add fresh items, whatever items that you have, add them to the kit, make it your own. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for other videos in the future. Thanks so much.